Hello, boys and girls, cats and squirrels. Welcome to Baylor versus Tulane, the ECFL Productions up in here, baby. How you doing, Manny Jones?
Well, I tell you what, Mears, it is a fantastic day for football. Baylor and Tulane, two big teams in the ECFL. I'm excited. I hope you are as well.
Oh, man, I'm stoked, man. Two great teams. And we see the old school South Alabama. And here's a great return to the 40-yard line. Stumbling almost to the 50 is Ben Blazin' 42-yard turn.
You better believe Ben Blazin was definitely blazing on that return. They're set up with some great field position.
Snap here. Goes it across. Has man caught around the 43-yard line is Tanner Baxter.
That's going to be a big asset of Tulane's game. Smoke Rivers, of course, your starting QB for the Green Wave. Wave ranked 6th in the country. Taking on the 13th ranked again, Baylor Bears.
Smoke Rivers back to pass. Has a man just short of the first down, Manny.
He's trying to get Ben Blazin' well, as you might say. He's trying to get Blazin' well ablazing. And we'll see if that can keep going. What they got here on 3rd down and 1. Look like they're staying in the shotgun formation, Mears.
No doubt. Hard snap. Throws across. Has a man. What a catch and throw down to the 25-yard line. Chad Minio.
There you have. What a great throw by Smoke Rivers. Pressure kept at bay in the pocket. The blocking for Tulane. You love to see that if you're a big O-line fan. And it sets up Tulane big with some nice real estate. 1st and 10 at around the 24-yard line.
Yep. Flirting with the red zone here as a man in motion to the top of the screen. Back to Bax Rivers. Has a man and stopped around the 15-yard line, Manny.
They want this passing attack for Tulane is looking pretty good to start out here, Mears. Normally some teams like to establish the run early on, but Tulane says, screw that, I am taking to the skies.
That is the first read option. It's a good read. Oh, what a good open field tackle to fit the first down. Smoke Rivers gets one on the play.
They want Baylor's run defense. The defensive line is definitely a group I look out for when it comes to Baylor's defense. Big 3rd and inches here for the Green Wave.
Back to pass on 3rd down, and he has a man, and they're just chopping the field up. He breaks a tackle. Touchdown, Tulane.
Normally you don't see a big pass play like that on 3rd and inches. Normally just a simple run up the gut, but Smoke Rivers right to his favorite man. Ben Blazin breaks one tackle, gets past another man, and I don't know how Ben Blazin got through that crowd. Mears, I think he might be training to be a magician here at Tulane. Didn't know they offered that course over in at the university.
Maybe, but it took a whole 36 seconds, Manny. What was impressive there from the drive from Tulane?
That's the quickness of that drive. You know, a lot of teams sometimes they want to start out slow, like work the other team's defense, get them tired out. But Tulane said, you know, we want to score fast, play faster, and that really showed there for the Green Wave. They took to the ground, they got things going, they got their passing attack going, and we'll see what they could do on defense now.
So that's read option. There keeps the ball 40, 50-yard line pushed out by Bryce Walker. Bryce Walker gets 26 yards in the first play of the game. Baylor said they're going to run the ball, Manny.
Baylor's got that triple option attack going, and just watching the triple option attack on our teams like Army and Air Force and Navy and so on, it's a tough offense to stop, and it could be Baylor's big point to stay with Tulane.
No doubt, and you love to see the fullback get some love there, man. I love fullback dives.
Gotta love it too, especially on a formation like this. So don't anticipate much passing from Baylor. So it'll be the battle of the unique styles, the triple option focused Baylor and the pass happy Green Wave.
No, the triple option is not going anywhere there as he tackled for a loss there in the play.
Andy Newsom just came off the edge just wonderfully there. Not enough time whatsoever for quarterback at all. Bryce Walker the second to get his pitch out. Be a long 3rd and 9.
It passes Walker, throws a man lofted up in the end zone. Oh no, was dropped it out of bounds. Ah.
Tell you what, they may not throw much, but that was quite a throw from Bryce Walker II. Beautiful pass, just the Tulane defense was quite snug on that play, and it'll be a 4th and 9 out to punt the ball away.
Touchback.
No doubt, man. He had a man, and do you get kind of nervous seeing those balls float up in the air sometimes with a little hang time?
With a little bit of hang time, just from my experience, for sure, I would definitely get quite nervous watching that, especially if they're in zone coverage.
No doubt. Back to passes Rivers. Rivers throws out to Flats. It's intercepted 20. He falls down. He had a touchdown, but it's intercepted regardless.
That was just an amazing jump and amazing read. What a play by the Baylor Bears as Marcus Elliott, the junior, gets the INT, and Baylor is cooking with grease in the red zone.
The pitch out and trying to fight a man off. Does fight a man off. Has two men off. Can't fight the third and fourth. 3-yard gain for Hoots and Wilson.
And nice, a hard-fought 3-yard gain by Wilson. They got a good opportunity. Their blocking can get set. They get that chop block perfectly. This could be the drive they can score on.
No doubt many. Continue with the read option here, and the option is good for some teams and not good for others. You have some with it for coaching your honesty. Could you tell us a little bit about speed option?
Speed option, definitely a bit much faster. Got to really make that pitch quickly. There's trouble.
Somebody to the 29-yard line. Breaks a tackle 40, 50. Kentucky Derby off to the races. He's gone. Touchdown, Tulane.
Well, Jeffy to go coming up big. You'll have to see a big boy tutty if you're Tulane. You're talking about how the option can work well for some teams, and that's just the case where it didn't, as the pitch is about to be made by Wilson II. The hit was there, and that ball went sailing back, and that's a live ball, and Tulane takes advantage. A defensive touchdown for the Green Wave, and that will make the defensive coach, the D-line coach, very, very happy.
Man, just turnover after turnover now, and we're just now 5:28 left in the first quarter, man. This looks to be an exciting game, man.
This is definitely exciting. Seems both teams are in that feeling out process. Baylor trying to figure out what works, but Tulane already on to a good start. Only have allowed 28 yards on defense thus far, so the Tulane defense looking nice and sturdy.
No doubt. As Walker comes out, shotgun for under center now. Here's the snap. It's going to hand it off to the motion man. Motion man breaks one tackle. Can't break the second. 9-yard rush for Hudson Wilson.
Not a bad play. Want to get your quarterback under center, get the jitters out of him. Both teams, of course, coming in this game 0-1. Very similar stories, looking for their first win of the season here in the ECFL.
Now this motion man gets blown up in the backfield for a 2-yard loss.
Busta McNutt, big member of that Tulane D-line. He made a great speed off his blocker and just laid the boom. 3rd and 3. Now for Baylor, they have not had much luck, Mears. It's 0 for 2 on 3rd down here in the early going.
A big 3rd down conversion here. He drops back to pass. So the flats, he's going to throw this one to the cheerleaders, Manny.
I mean, that'll be a nice little souvenir. Maybe you can sign it for the cheerleaders afterwards, possibly. But right now, cheerleaders aren't happy about that. It's a 4th down. They'll have to punt the ball away.
No doubt. And Keynes has said before that those balls that end up in the stands and with the cheerleaders, that we need those back. The ECFL budget is tight this year.
I want to ask, as I'm new to all this, do the fans that get any, do they get any kind of compensation at all for the balls?
They have a 10% off coupon for concession stands here at Tulane. Oh, it breaks the tackle down the sideline, tight roping. What a play by Keju Witten for 22 yards. Man, he was tight roping gymnast there, Manny.
Tell you what, Kaiju Witten looking like he's Godzilla out there with those moves out there. He's a big asset, I say, of Tulane's game. He had 20 carries, 106 yards, 3 touchdowns last week, 8 receptions, 37 yards. So, Kaiju Witten. Look out for Witten to be a big asset for Tulane.
And just trucking folks. Throws the ball downfield, has a man, catches it inside the 10-yard line. It's going to be 1st and goal for the Tulane Green Wave.
I say, love the speed there by Menino, getting free at number 5 on Baylor, who made that pick earlier, if you remember, Mir. So great play. Menino getting open all over Baylor's Marcus Elliott the Jr. Now they're cooking again, Mears.
Down 101 yards in the first quarter already for Rivers. He's got to pass again, throws it, has a man stopped just for a 7-yard reception. That's going to be second and goal coming up.
What's the predictor going on for this matchup? Right now, the predictor 91% of y'all voted, and it looks like Tulane is the favorite, and they are showing why they were the favorites in this one.
No doubt, it's Kaiji Witten. We were just talking about it earlier. He gets 1 yard gain. It's third and go. Important third down here for Tulane. Do you settle for 3 here?
They say you no risk it, no biscuit. You say, I'm honestly surprised Kaiji Witten didn't even get in the end zone there. He is a big boy.
He is a big boy. As Rivers is going to be sacked for 4 yards. Manny, fourth and go. You kick it here?
You're already up 14-0. The Brandon Staley in my head is screaming at me to go for it. Of course, it's what Brandon Staley would always yell at me to do, but, you're up by 14. Might make it a 3-score game. Take your field goal.
No doubt it. Here comes the Dreadhead. Up and good. 17-0, Tulane Green Wave.
Good field, good kick, good snap, good hold, and tell you what, Tulane is out the gate just looking fantastic.
What would you say is the most impressive part of Tulane so far? Is the offense, Manny?
Definitely the passing attack, the way they've spread it all out. You love seeing, of course, a spread, a very common offense, but you need a specific talent of receivers or QB, O-line to make it work, and they've made it work fantastically. They are getting all kinds of receivers wide open, and Baylor just hasn't had much luck defending them.
Guys, here's the option again. Angelo Romano now for 5 yards. 2nd and 5 coming up for Baylor.
I said, love the throwback of Roman, bringing back to the days of Mike Allstott, where you had the extra padding on the shoulders. Love seeing that. It's a nice throwback.
You gotta love the Negro, man.
Oh, yeah.
Under center's Walker, man in motion. Back just late and too late as he stopped at the goat. They're going to call the line of scrimmage. I thought that was a 1 yard loss. 3rd and 5 coming up.
3rd and 5, Tank Falco making the play. I tell you what, though, the option just not looking good. I'm sure they'll get it going, but by the time they get it going, it might be a little too late.
And there's another ball for the cheerleaders, Manny. 4th and 5 coming up.
We're going to be handing out a lot of 10% off at the concession stand coupons for sure for those footballs. And Baylor offense, just save for a couple of big plays, haven't had much luck to show for it.
Manny, we got to talk to General Manager Rick Kickler about 10%. I mean, you got to do 25, right, for a football?
25-20, I think, would be appropriate. But, of course, that's a little bit above my pay grade, and I think it's a little bit above yours. Where's the broadcasters here, my good man?
Communism, excuse me, Rick. Back to passes, Rivers. Goes up to the flats, has a man, tiptoes the sideline for 6 yards. Kaiji Witten.
Another big part of this Tulane attack that I've loved is their route running. They have ran amazing routes this whole game, and it shows 112 yards of total offense thus far.
No doubt, to the flats. It's 40, 30, he's gone! Struck down at the 10.
I tell you, those routes they're running, I'm loving the wheel routes. Baxter you saw on this one. Of course, the last one was Kaiju Witten, and the wheel routes are just phenomenal for Tulane. It's a big asset for their attack, and right now, as this game is gone, we're still in the first quarter, 2:02 to go, Mears. Tulane is just hot, and when you're hot, I guess you get even hotter.
When you're hot, you're hot. When you're not, you're not. Pitch late, and they're on it! Tulane Green Wave touchdown. Ben Blazin.
Obviously, Blazin get in some run action. You don't see that much often with the emergence of guys like Debo Samuel. Seeing a lot of receivers get involved in the run game more, and Tulane is just out the gate and beating the brakes off Baylor. It's now 24-0. And of course, the Green Wave fans plenty of happy, and I can't say I blame them. When your team goes up big like this in the first quarter, it's a reason to celebrate.
No doubt, man. In the first quarter, man, and there's the reason these guys have 3 titles on their belts. It's just Tulane has just always been that team, you know.
They've been that team. The prediction for the score of this ball game was 38-24 Tulane. Well, Tulane is 2 touchdowns away from matching the score that was predicted that they would have. 38 points the whole game, which is in and of itself impressive.
Yeah, now as we're talking 24-0 now here in the first quarter, do you start panicking now if you're Baylor?
I would say you start to. I mean, your offense is not working right now. You see, they're starting to throw the ball a whole lot more. They got a first down. Nice pass to Nathan Noble, who was open down there. That's a good pass play. I think now they're going to try and open up the passing side of things and maybe try throwing the football more. And when you get yourself behind just a little bit less, start running that football.
No doubt. Crazy. That goes down as a drop there, Manny.
That's not good. I mean, that's what happens when you're triple option offense. Sometimes your guys are just not ready to throw and they leave their hands on the bus. Got to be ready.
Left him on the bus. There's a completed pass as he is blown up. But it's Crimson Sincerity for 6 yards.
Nice slant route. You love to have a slant route there. Just give yourself the yards you need. It's 3rd and 4. That's the lane here. I mean, they've gone past the past couple of plays. Maybe they try run, but they're 0 for 4 on 3rd down.
Yeah, big 3rd down here. They got to convert here for your Baylor. Back to pass Walker. Step into the pocket. Has the first down. Has a little more. Slides. Oh, it's kind of a cheap shot, but they're not going to throw the flag. But Walker gets the first down.
A good scramble there by Walker. His ability and maneuverability and mobility is a big part of his ball game. So you love to see that from your quarterback.
Becker, there's another ball in the stands. Canes is losing his mind with these balls in the stands. And Kickler's using them for those coupons.
Good Lord. We're going to run out of coupons for this game is over. It's going to be the second half, and we're not going to have enough coupons.
Facts. Back to ball. Across the middle. Almost intercepted. And just bet it down there. 3rd and 10 coming up for the Bears.
Dangerous pass there by Walker. There was a crowd of green wave all over.
Back pass, throw, duck. And it's 4th and 10 coming from Baylor. 3 for 10, man.
It's a rough time for Baylor. It's a rough time. Tulane has figured out triple option. Of course, we mentioned the triple option could be a tough offense to defend against. You've seen this as other teams like Army and Air Force and Navy. And if you're in the FCS ranks, you might have seen the Citadel do it every now and again. But sometimes if you can figure it out, it can be easy to stop if you know what to do, if you know who to target. And right now, Tulane's defense did a great job in slowing down and utterly putting a big grind on the offense of Baylor.
No doubt. As Tanner Baxter gets 7 there, and he's already at 70 yards, and that's just receiver. See, 11 for 12 is Smoke Rivers in the first quarter, man.
Of course, only one incompletion. That was the pick he threw earlier in the ballgame.
No doubt. So the flats. Oh, that's close. First down, they're going to mark him. Ben Blazin tiptoeing there on the sideline.
Blazin's just a beast. Another in the first quarter, 24-0. The Green Wave are ahead of this one. Tell you what, I will mention this on the defense smears. That last play, there was a big zone coverage. Baylor's defense is leaving the Green Wave receivers way too much free real estate, as we call it, to make those big plays. They really got to start probably doing some man-to-man coverage to slow down that attack.
No doubt, as they find the empty in the zone there. You're right, Manny. Talk to us a little bit about what the zone does with this spread offense here.
Well, off of the spread, if you have receivers that are much, much faster, like Tulane has had, you're going to burn your cornerbacks, and they're going to be way too behind to try and stop a big possible play. It can help in plays like that, where it's a nice screen. You have a cornerback just lurking, like he's Batman in the shadows trying to get that stop. But if they go all deep, they're going to burn your secondary.
No doubt. You have to be aggressive here. They're going to be aggressive for that one. Sack to Smoke Rivers for a loss of 6.
They might do this to our broadcast. Great job by Wyatt Harris II on a nice sack there. As they are getting aggressive, it's a rough day already. You're down 24-0. Defense needs to do something to keep the offense in the ball game. Somehow get the momentum on their side.
No doubt. Be aggressive. Be aggressive. It's Tulane. First down. Ben Blazin, 22 yards. They're aggressive.
You said be aggressive. There you go. A 22-yard pass to number 2, and Good Lord, Smoke Rivers is something else. I tell you what, Mears, 15 for 16. Not a lot of QBs can be just dropping dimes like that right out the gate, but Smoke Rivers is something else out there.
We're going to talk about dropping quarters as he drops another dime there for 9 yards to Ben Blazin.
That man's got himself open so well today. 6 catches, 67 yards. We're only in the second quarter. Gotta say, I'm loving his receivers have also helping him out too. So big ups to the receiving team.
No doubt is, man. It seems like he just cannot miss an ECFL ECU. It is still, no, it is not 16. He threw a pick. It is 17 for 18, sir. Under Senators Rivers. Man in motion to the bottom of the screen is the tight end. Here's a snap. Back to passes Rivers. He's going to step up in the pocket. Breaks one man. You can't break the second. 5 yards. 2nd and 5 coming up, Manny.
You love to see the toughness there by your quarterback. We saw the scrambling and the mobility of Baylor's QB. We'd love to see that of Smoke Rivers too. He can make some moves, shake some guys off, and get some yards for his team.
Downs Rivers, and it's just too easy. Ben Blazin, 5 yards down. Great wave.
That's that zone coverage. If you run the out route like that, if you run the curl route, I should say, you're gonna get yourself some plenty of free real estate. And Ben Blazin was just too easy for him when he ran that curl, and that's what happened, man. That's the way the cookie crumbles, and Tulane continues to pour in on the Bears of Baylor. They're getting swept away in that green wave, Mears.
No doubt. If Baylor doesn't start scoring quick, we're going to find ourselves in the third quarter talking about who our favorite member of the Brady Bunch is.
We might be having that debate, or our favorite Dippin' Dots flavor.
It's cookies and cream all day.
Oh, you bet.
That was almost a first down. Oh, we might have some action here for Baylor. They're flirting with the 50-yard line, Manny.
That's a pretty darn good pass to Chris Sinceri. So Bryce Walker the second, he has always been a bit shaky, but hey, a good couple passes later, your confidence will get so much better.
No doubt, and we're across the 50-yard line for only the second tonight for Baylor.
That's big. That's a big confidence booster. You score here, you still got somewhat of a chance.
And it's a free play, and it's almost intercepted. They're not going to the flag. I thought he jumped off sides there, Manny.
Mason J. Sanders, shout out to him for the great play there. He almost had the pick. You might not stand off sides, but nonetheless, it's 2nd and 10.
Got man in motion. Back to passes. Walker throws a dot for the end zone. Off to the races and track meet. Nathan Noble, 43 yards. Touchdown, Baylor.
Well, Nathan Noble, he has number 1 for a reason. What a throw. What a catch by Noble. He got himself that wide open. You have to take that throw. And Baylor has found themselves on the board. Well, Mears looks like we'll have that Brady Bunch debate at a later time in this game, possibly, as, well, Baylor has made things interesting.
Man, it sucks because I was really looking forward to it. I've already Googled several facts about Brady Bunch characters.
Well, keep it up there. You never know when you might need it. But telling you what, this passing attack, Smoke Rivers, Ben Blazin for Tulane, they have just been setting this Baylor defense on fire. Only 1 incompletion by Smoke Rivers today, and that was that pick he threw earlier.
And I got a bone to pick with Julian. He gave you a W, but did not give me a W.
Oh dear, my friend.
And me
oh
and
dear.
Julian go way back. We go way back, you know?
Way back, you say?
No love lost, Julian. His emotions are tied in. Rivers back to pass. Throws it across the middle. Has it, man. It's been all day across the 50. It's a trap meet. Drives one down. Close to the 30-yard line. Chad Minia.
These routes, again, that Tulane's running, I can't talk about how good they are. They're just spreading the defense apart and getting themselves wide open. Menino with 84 yards already. I mean, look at this. The difference on the day, Tulane has more than double the amount of yards that Baylor has.
Yeah, it's just been an onslaught. There's another completed pass there. Out breaks one stiff arm, 6 yards for Kaji Witt. Man, it's just been an onslaught.
It's been an onslaught, and I think one that's also helped it out too is Smoke Rivers is very quick passing. Reminds me of Big Ben his last year to the Steelers. He'll get the ball, 1-2, throw. He's very quick with his arm. You see it right there. Didn't work out there, so it's an incomplete pass, but he is really getting rid of that ball quickly.
There's another coupon, Manny.
We're going to have these coupons. He'll get those coupons printed off.
No doubt. Back to passes. Rivers has plenty of time. Throws it and throws a duck. What's the flag for, though?
Oh.
Offensive
Wait, what in the world?
What?
Well,
Yeah. Go ahead, Manny. Go ahead.
I'm at a total loss for words. Long field goal here for Tulane to increase their lead. Good snap, good hold. I just don't know what to say as that kick goes good. I just don't know what to say. I don't know what game the referee is watching. I don't know if he could be, for all I know, he could be watching the whole Ice Bowl. He could be watching Super Bowl I for all we know. You're going to call offensive PI on the center. Did he come in as eligible? I didn't know they could do that, Beers. I didn't know they could do that. I don't know what to say. I'm at a total loss for words. I think the umpire might be under the influence of something.
I got nothing. I got nothing, Manny Jones. I got nothing, bro.
I'm gonna say those referees, man.
Walker has to step up. Breaks one tackle. Ooh, can't break the second. As Falco gets him.
There you go. I mean, there's the running of Walker with them on the board at least. I anticipate they might trying to get that run game established, because if they can make this a game, Mears, you gotta want to have something that you can rely on. I think they'll keep throwing the football because it worked great last drive.
No doubt, it works there for Hunter Jackson, and like they score here and cause a punt. I mean, they're back in the game.
Yeah, if their defense can get a stop like they have on a couple occasions, holding Tulane to a field goal was big. If they can keep getting some good offensive drives going, get some points on the board, they could get themselves back in this ball game. There is still plenty of time here in this ball game here in beautiful Tulane. Manny Jones alongside the great Mears for this call.
Thank you, man. Hey, thank you. Back passes Walker. Catches it to 39 and runs forward for gets the first down out of that, Hunter Jackson.
I love the effort there by Hunter Jackson. Had a long ways to go to get that first down. And that was a good effort there. They're already close to midfield.
Now it's Walker throws almost intercepted by Mason Sanders.
Dangerous pass for Walker the second. Could have been picked off, but thank goodness it wasn't, because Tulane gets another chance to try it. At least that's the thought for the Tulane head coach. Ooh.
The rocket downfield. Walker almost intercepted again. Sanders again. 3 deflections so far, Manny.
Sanders is gonna get a pick sometime. I feel like he is gonna get a pick sometime. He is looking good. I mean, he already has 3 deflections. He's gotta get one.
No doubt. It's to the flats, and Tulane's having none of it. Austin Wilson tackle for 3 yards. 4th and 7 coming up.
That's not what the Bears want to see. Don't like seeing a check down on third and long, but it's better than taking a sack, finding the open man, trying to get some yards out of it, and they'll have to punt the ball away. That'll be a touchback.
Yeah. That's some promise there for a little bit. And Julian said earlier in chat, these Baylor helmets. What do you think about those Baylor helmets, Manny?
I gotta say, I love the helmets from Baylor. The uniforms that Baylor's got going on, I love the design. It's very good look they got going on. And on the cover of uniforms, Tulane. I gotta say, I love Tulane's helmets. They definitely have been one of my more favorite helmets I've seen this year in the ECFL.
No doubt. This is the pass, and it just keeps going for Tanner Baxter. 24-yard, Tulane's rolling.
Seems that no matter what the Bears put out there on defense, there is always somebody somewhere open in a nice cushion. This time was Tanner Baxter, and just like Fred Durst always said as he was going down the street in Ben Stiller's car, he just keeps on rolling.
I love it. I love it. Back to passes Rivers. dotting them up. Oh, no! Almost intercepted. Trevor Woods.
Trevor Woods, the sophomore quarterback, number 8 in the program. He had a good jump there on it. So nice swat down.
No doubt. Rivers breaks a tackle. Off to the races again. It's MJ Witten. Touchdown, Tulane.
Oh my goodness. Witten just jumps off, gets the boost, and Smoke Rivers knows when he sees that. When he sees him get by Marcus Elliott like that, he has to throw that way. Smoke Rivers' insane first half continues, as is this first half for Tulane. 41-7.
You know what this reminds me of, Manny?
What's that?
If you're at Baylor and you're playing dominoes, you have no 5s, you have no 4-6s, you just have no hands. You know?
No luck whatsoever. Nothing.
It's like on blackjack when you get at 15, you're like, do I hit? Do I not? You know?
Going on.
Man, it's just I'm so impressed with Tulane's offense so far, man. They just look like a juggernaut out there on the field right now. We're 41-7, 3-11 ready to go in the second, Manny.
I just want to point out again that the score prediction was 38-24 Tulane. Tulane has scored more than their points prediction.
Yeah,
that just goes to show how powerful that offense is, Mears.
Yeah, no doubt, man. And, you know, Bryce Walker hasn't been bad. But they got so far behind the 8 ball trying to run the speed option, and now they're having to pass. And he's just, like you see there, he's just not getting to his receivers, and they're just being jammed up at the line.
Indeed. Last year, Smoke Rivers only 32 there's completions this year. He had some plays. Bryce Walker, 2015 interceptions. Bryce Walker needs to be a bigger impact player. He's doing the best he can, but Baylor, it's just not going good. Just not going good at all.
No doubt. They've only stopped Tulane once, and that was an interception there. And as they're getting the ball back to Tulane now, I mean, a big stop here from Baylor would be huge as he trucks a man stumbling to the 50.
I gotta ask, is MJ Witten related to Kaiju Witten? Is there any relation?
I'm not sure. I asked for the Ancestry.com family tree from Rick Kickler, the general manager, and he would not present it to me, so I'm not sure what that's all about.
I'm just saying, as someone that likes Kaiju, I'm just curious on what the relation is. How does Kaiju relate to MJ? That's just the curiosity there.
Well, they did used to be South Alabama, so I will not ask many.
All good. I love the chicken of Kaiju Witten. Love that truck by Witten. He's showing the power.
No doubt. Rivers back to pass now. Catches it again. 3rd inch is coming up. 3rd down for Tulane. Big 3rd down for Baylor, though.
Big 3rd down. They get a stop here. I mean, they could have a chance. I gotta tell you this too. 359 passing yards by Tulane. That's what some teams get in an entire ball game, Years.
Yeah, no doubt. Oh my gosh. This open hose, 16 yards for KJ Witten as he runs up the gut for the rest.
Oh, I love the powerful running by Kaiju Witten. He's stomping all over that field like he's Godzilla in Tokyo, and it's a Tulane first down to 25.
Rivers to pass the 20, gets the first down to Kaiju Witten again, and timeout is used by Tulane. 1:45 left in the second.
Goodness. 30 passes already for Smoke Rivers.
I said, arm down as he's sacked. Smoke Rivers for a loss of 7.
Ian Johnson. Great way to get off his blocker. It's 2nd and 17. No timeout called at all by either team, and the clock is going to run. Of course, no pressure really for both these teams to score. Looks like the quarterback's going to go under center, Mears.
Yeah, different look for Tulane now. Back to pass.
Oh
throws the dot, and it's just too easy. Walking in, untouched. MJ Witten is an onslaught.
Well, oh my goodness, that worked out well. It's kind of odd. We've been used to seeing Tulane hop in the shotgun. They love that spread, and we weren't expecting them to go under center, but it pays off. MJ Witten with another great route he ran, he just knows how to get himself open, and Smoke Rivers just makes the easy play, and it's 48-7. And we're not even at the halftime yet. We're not even ready to go in the concession stand and get ourselves some halftime snacks. Oh my Lord!
No doubt. You said truck. Man, did you get the license plate of that truck that just hit that guy, Manny?
I'm trying to talk to our camera crew and see if we can get that. I'm not sure if we will. We'll see what we can do about that.
Yeah, no doubt. As the ECFL, it is storming at ECFL headquarters. As I'm hearing now, the tornado siren is going off. And so if we lose power, we do apologize. But we will get it figured out. It's 3rd and 13 now coming up for Baylor.
And Baylor is trying. I'm going to applaud the effort. Give them an A for it. Baylor is trying. I feel like they're laying down and dying. They are trying the best they can. They're actually in a shotgun formation.
No doubt, as Bryce Walker's throwing out. It's almost intercepted. 4th and 13 coming down. Man, Baylor just can't catch a break.
They're trying to get something. They're trying to get something going, and just nothing is working out whatsoever. And it shows, man. They just can't get anything going their way. Tulane just continues to ruin their day.
No doubt, NJ getting 11-yard return. And Tulane, up 48-7, and you got a minute left. Do you try to get down the field and score here, Manny?
You don't have to. You're already up comfortably. Some might say that, but some would say no mercy, or do that stuff. Do the usage of Cobra Kai. They might just keep on scoring.
No doubt, Ben Buzzy gets 12. And one thing the reason he has 3 titles is General Manager Rick Kickler. He keeps his foot on the throat the whole time and does not let off.
It shows, man. It shows. Oh my goodness.
Back to pass, and it's going to be incomplete there to the sidelines. But Rivers 28 for 33 now.
What I'm going to say with some coaches, there have been coaches that have pulled their starters early in games if it's a blowout, and they have found they don't play the whole way through when the game is close. So you gotta understand that logic of don't let up on the gas even when you're up by an insane amount like so.
No doubt. And I would like to ask the ECFL community if you could tell me what the highest score, what the record for the highest score is. I really appreciate that. Back to passes Rivers. Rivers going to throw it to the end zone. He catches a man 24 yards, and they're flooding with 70.
Witten, somehow he got the foot in bounds. Oh wow, that was an amazing play to keep him on the sidelines. Not sure what Diggin was doing there. Witten, you got to target Witten somehow. Double team, put two defensive backs on him. You got to slow that man down somehow.
No doubt. This is the read option, and he's going to walk in. No, he cuts back. No, he gets in. Touchdown. But he cut back there for a little bit.
That was interesting. I thought he might go out to the outside, but he made a smart move. Did Smoke Rivers, and good Lord. 55-7. Tulane's offense. When it rains, it pours, and it's really pouring on Baylor. I'll tell you what, though, it's going to be a rough bus ride back to Waco, Texas, for the Bears, who are already off to a little bit of an iffy start. They are 0-1 to start things off here in the ECFL. Baylor came off a game against losing 38-10, a shortened game that froze as it came to a close, so it's not looking good for the Bears.
No doubt as they get sacked again. Bryce Walker, 2nd and 15. Man, it's just a bad night for the Bears.
And sometimes you're gonna have your bad nights. I think we've all experienced just being a part of the ECFL. We've all had those bad nights where you're just getting blown out and things aren't going your way. It's just a lesson. You have to deal with it, learn with it, and try and see what you did right, what you did wrong, and try and put it to better yourself. And later on, the year is still young here in the ECFL, and there's plenty of opportunities for Baylor to try and get themselves back in the swing of things.
They're just trying to get to halftime here, and I don't blame them. Get the Band-Aids out, get the Coban out, the gauze, because you're going to need a lot of it. He takes a snap with 2 seconds left. As Walker, back to pass, throws it, and it's going nowhere. We're going to halftime, Annie.
55-7, 62 points scored in the first half. Tulane's offense was just too much to handle out there, and that passing attack, Mears, I can't say enough about how good that attack was by Tulane.
No doubt. Over 400 yards of Smoke Rivers in the first half, Manny. So we could be looking at ECFL records for passing yards, for receiving yards, for scoring if it keeps going the way it's going.
If it keeps going the way it's going, and just know, it's my experience in general, I think that this could go. We could be getting into those record-breaking territories if we're not there already. One thing I'll highlight, too, is that MJ Witten over that last couple of plays in that second quarter was a beast. I mean, oh my goodness. Look at this. Look at the numbers. It's a night and day. TOP are on the same. Turnovers, one apiece, but the big difference there is the passing yardage. 435 passing yards by the Green Wave compared to Baylor, who has abandoned the triple option attack for the most part and has taken to the skies. They only have 103. 150 yards of total offense for Baylor, and 457 in total for Tulane. So this Tulane offense, Mears, you mentioned it earlier, it could break some records here tonight.
Yeah, no doubt, man. And Baylor's got to do something here to come out and score and get some momentum going. I mean, you're playing for pride at this point, you know, so you got to get something on the board. You can't get out of here with just 7 on the board, Manny.
You cannot. You could not leave Tulane with just 7 on the board. I will tell you that right now. It's just going to demoralize this team, and they're going to want to be able to go back to Waco with something positive.
Yeah, and in Waco, Texas, you can't cry too many tears because they have the Brazos River, and it could flood. So
you don't want that.
You do not want to flood the river because the Baylor Stadium sits right on the river. It would not be good.
It would be, and I mean, if I try to jump into the river like Pat McAfee did on game day, I mean, I might not get out.
You might not. As there's 2 yards, they're going positive, but not very much. It's 3rd and 8 coming up for the Baylor Bears.
Trying to get the confidence in Bryce Walker going, it looks like. The screens aren't bad, but you got to take some shots. Show what your passing attack can do in situations like this. Oh, my.
Yeah, you said it, Manny. Oh, my. I mean, it's just lots of words for just how dominant Tulane is right now over Baylor. And it's not because Baylor's a bad team, Manny.
No, Baylor is good. They deserve to be where they're at, 13th in the country. They are not a bad team at all. It's just Tulane has had everything go their way. And Baylor has had bad luck after bad luck. They can't get their offense going. When the triple option works, Mears, it can mean that a team like Baylor can compete against this high-powered Tulane offense, but that's not been the case tonight.
And no doubt, MJ Witten goes for 6 year. And one thing too, Manny, is Tulane hasn't started behind the 40, but only twice. One was it the score, and the other one was the kickoff.
Good heavens!
Great field position for Tulane, and it's just been them not being able to slow down. You know, Baylor has been able to slow down their offense, so the field position has a huge part to do with this dominance.
It is, and I will say too that the special teams have done great for Tulane. They've been setting themselves up with around the 40-yard line, around midfield. They've been setting themselves up with great field position from those great returns on their special teams. Punt, kick return, it's been fantastic for Tulane.
No doubt, as we're up to 451 yards now for Smoke Rivers.
Oh,
First and 10 shot information. Had to pass those, and it's completed again. Why not? First down, Menino, excuse me.
The well just continues to just pour out. It is not looking good. Again, like I said, I think Rivers might get 600 yards passing before this game is said and done, Mears.
No doubt. This is a rush for 8 yards. And Canes, if you would do us a favor, Canes or Kickler, it's a favor, and try to tell us what the passing yards record is, single game in the ECFL. I'm pretty sure we're flirting with it.
You're all good. There's Legend Canes, our wonderful producer.
As we're back first and go now for Tulane.
Tell you what, everybody on this receiving corps for Tulane deserves a gold medal. They have just been amazing in getting there, getting wide open, getting stuff done. It is wonderful.
And Dallas Rivers there, breaks one tackle, spins out of one, and gets sacked for 2 yards.
There's one positive though I will mention for the Bears. It is Eli Grigsby. 10 tackles. There's the TFL there for Grigsby. He's been a big bright spot on the defense.
Yeah, Manny, Baylor has the studs.
They do.
Oh, the fumble is loose. Baylor has it.
Well, you were just talking about the studs, my good man. There's a fumble forced out by the Baylor Bears, and that is a big, big play. Of course, Baylor is still far behind, but they do get the ball back. That is Ijasteem Ali.
Now, as Ali, as you can see, is textbook tackling on the quarterback. You swing. You say, all right. Thanks, guys. And Manny, when you're taught to tackle the quarterback, you swing that right arm or left arm around to swat at the ball as you're tackling him. He did it textbook there as he knocked the ball loose for a fumble, gets the ball back for the Baylor Bears.
You just love that form. That is form you love to see from the tacklers.
No doubt, we got first down here at 35-yard line. Baylor's only crossed the 50-yard line twice tonight.
Once again, I will say that I love the quick passing attack Baylor has employed. It could be a big little weapon of theirs to use as the ECFL goes on. They're getting the ball quickly. They're finding their open man. Lots of in routes, out routes, slants. I'm liking this attack. Not saying they should have banned triple option entirely, as I am a triple option appreciator here. But with this attack, it could definitely catch a defense off guard.
There's one thing about the Bears, they do not lay down, but he's going to lay down there for a sack.
Also, McNutt with his second TFL, his seventh tackle in his first sack of the game. McNutt, there was just a hole there, and he knew he had to come through and make that sack. It's a 3rd down and 5.
Yeah, let's see. Baylor can cross the 50 for the 3rd time tonight. It's under center. Walker back to pass, throws it, catches it, and he's right there at the first down yard line. Austin Wilson gets 8 yards, first down, Baylor Bears.
Well, they're almost to it. They are almost to it.
Here we go. Red 68.
Ball. Man in motion, back to pass now. To the flats for the cheerleaders. 2nd and 10 coming up.
Better hope we have some more coupons on hold here, Mears. I'm starting to run out. I'm starting to run out of coupons.
Well, he gave me 3, so I don't know how many he gave. There's 4. Okay. IOUs work, don't they, Manny?
IOUs work.
Now. Hey, he's got to. Throws it, caught, but not enough. Austin Wilson, 4th and 6 coming down. Punt formation coming up for Baylor.
Well, 3rd and 10. Not a bad thing to make that throw there. I mean, Baylor is trying. Got to give credit. They are not giving up. They're not laying down. They're trying out there. Just Tulane's been doing very, very well at stopping that. They've stopped their main attack, which is the triple option, and they've had to throw, which is a very unfamiliar territory for the Baylor Bears. Last year, in year 5, Walker actually threw it quite a bit. I consider me mistaken, but Walker threw it quite a bit, 420 times last year, and maybe they're trying to just let him run the ball a lot more, use that athleticism over there, but he's got some arm talent, though. He has got that talent there.
No doubt, as Kaji Witten just muscles his way for 11.
Ugh.
And what do we say, Manny? If it's not broke, don't what?
Don't fix it, obviously.
Yeah, but I know Baylor's trying to be a little more innovative, and trying to be a little different. But as he's tackled for 3 yard loss there. But if it's working for you, I say stick with it. In Tulane, they've tried the option before. It didn't work, but they went to this way what they're familiar with and what they've won 3 titles with. And this is a prime example. If it's broke, don't fix it. And as we hear now, 55-7 left in the 4:15 in the 3rd quarter, and Tulane's just rolling.
Indeed.
Oh! Do we get a touchdown? Oh, there's light at the end of the tunnel yet. It's a long way to the end of the tunnel, but there's light. Touchdown, Baylor Bears.
Second interception. That was Javad Storm on the pick 6 for the Baylor Bears, and they have gotten in the end zone again. I mean, there is something. Like I said, it's a long light, but Javar Storm provides some bit of good news for Baylor.
Doubt is, there is a comeback engine in NCAA. So I mean, it's 55-14. So hey, I don't know.
You never know. You never know. There's some experience. You just never know what'll happen.
Yeah, you gotta be optimistic, right?
Well, as an eternal optimist myself, I do believe you gotta be optimistic, of course.
Down the sidelines, and oh my goodness, Grace has been blazing, breaking two.
Oh my
mercy! Tap out, Baylor, touchdown, Tulane.
Stop it! They're already dead. You can hear all throughout the Baylor section. Another. Oh my goodness. MJ Witten has been on fire from the second quarter on, and good lord, he was not going to be denied, as just when Baylor gets something going in the positive direction, Tulane says, no.
Throw the damn towel. Oh man.
Good lord. 577 yards to 182. Good lord.
Double the first downs as well. Here goes Walker now under center. Calling a hot route. Goes back to pass. Here comes the pressure. Throws it. Has to get rid of it. Oh, it's intercepted. When it rains, Manny, it
pours. And that, the 11's not a bad option there for Baylor, but he was well covered by Tulane. That was Busta McNutt, if I'm not mistaken, on the interception. They were looking for Hunter Jackson, one of his favorite targets, but that is just not a smart play by Walker the second. I mean, Busta McNutt had the coverage there.
And if I may be mistaken, but I believe the touchdown record, I think is 7 passing touchdowns. So we're flirting with that too, man. It's something to watch here as well. He has 5. Rivers now as he gets 6 yards for Ben Blazing. 8.
Wow.
Thank you, Ken.
Wow. 8 touchdowns in a game, and that makes you think of the old Houston offenses, Mears. David Klingler, Andre Ware, when they were dominating the passing stats in the NCAA back in the 90s, my man.
No doubt. You can go late 2010s is Case Keenum and Patrick Edwards.
My oh my. They were also they could also throw a football for really good, man.
No doubt. They're sure flirting with it as a terrible field position here for Baylor.
Well, that's
they're
not
starting
good.
the ball just no. Back to pass now. Goes up to flats. Intercepted. Oh my.
Busta McNutt with the pick six, and like we said all game, when it rains, it pours. They are about to put a very nice 69 on Baylor, and that is, oh my goodness, Busta McNutt definitely is one of my picks for defensive MVP of this ball game. That is 2 back-to-back picks, by the way, Mears. You have to pick to end that last drive, and then a pick to end this one right here. That's insane.
No doubt, as he takes that one for 7. And Manny, it's a fumble. Did they get it back? Oh my goodness gracious, no way.
Oh my goodness. Did they get it back?
Man, Baylor. I don't know. We're gonna review it. They gotta review it, right?
I had my head turned for a second, and they looked like they will review this. So let's get us a little better look at this play. And I think he's down, Mears.
Yeah, he's down. But we need that sound clip after the game. They are who we thought they were.
We're not on the hook.
Yeah. Baylor's going to retain possession here. 69-14. 3 whole minutes left in the third quarter. Not the fourth, the third.
This is just
69.
insane. I'm telling you, this is just crazy. It's gone from bad to worse.
No doubt is fighting. You know, they still got some fight in them there. Angela Roman gets 4 yards.
I'm telling you what, they're not backing down. They're still trying to fight, and you appreciate that effort from the Bears. Yes, it is. And there again, swept up in that green wave.
No doubt. The truck there, great effort there for 1st and 10. Baylor Bears. Oh,
Like
man,
9 first downs thus far.
Here we go.
No, I am not frozen. I think you were trying to become the Terminator there for a second, Mears, but I told him to get out. So you be careful there. I'm trying to protect you. Skynet's trying to take over while we're trying to call this game, dude.
Not today, Skynet. Not today. Back to passes Walker.
Oh.
Walker's fumble. Oh no! I thought that was gonna be a fumble there, Manny.
Hey, no, they got rid of the ball in time. Got rid of the ball in time. Great pressure. How about the QB hit? That was El Jeffy DeGoat.
It does. Oh, they're across. Manny, hey.
Yeah, that's one of their better passes I've seen. I mean, that's a great route ran by Hunter Jackson. Spread open that Tulane defense, and like I said, they're past 50. So there's a positive. There's a positive.
3rd time tonight across the 50 of the Baylor Bears. Under center is Walker. And the motion. Screen throws it, and is that intercepted? Man, I thought he threw that in traffic. I thought that was gonna be intercepted at first. He was right there.
That's a dangerous throw to make, but that one was perfect. Tank Falco laying the hit stick on that, man. Good heavens. Tank Falco.
Yeah, Tank Falco is kind of sus though, man. He's not that really good of a player. So goes out to the flats and for the cheerleaders again. I'm out of coupons. Manny, do you check your pockets? Do you have
Let me see. I got an extra one. I got you, Mears.
Oh, look, I got some peppermints here. You want a peppermint?
Peppermints are great, too. I would love a good mint.
There you go, man. There you go.
Thank you. Oh, thank you. You know, keeps me nice and minty. You know, post-game activities, you know.
Yeah, no doubt. And as I actually, since this game's going the way it's going, I bought, look at here.
What you got?
Pulling out a board game here. Battleship.
Hey. Are we gonna do this? Kick is good, by the way, for Baylor. This is the first, you know, I've called games in baseball, I've called volleyball games, I've called softball games, I've called soccer games, Amirs. I'm telling you right now, this is the first time I've ever seen a battleship for a football game as, oh my, look at Tulane.
Oh, goodness gracious. 52 yard for Ben Blazin. And I know XBAC is in chat, and Ben Blazin is just going off. You know, now kick returns in the receiving game.
He's having the game of his life. I mean, the Tulane unit has worked perfectly. I mean, you know, Smoke Rivers has been perfect, save for a couple of bitter interceptions. And the best part is his receiving corps does such a great job, and you gotta chalk that up to the recruiting, to the people that come into Tulane, and the scheme that they run. It is perfect for the talent that they have to run a system like the spread. It's very common in college football, but with the talent they got around it, Tulane can make it work.
Yeah, no doubt. Now Rivers back to pass, throws one out to the flats, and it's nowhere to be found. And 4th and 7 coming up. Hayes' second 4th down for Tulane.
Marcus Elliott on the covers there. He's had a rough day, save for that interception he got in the first quarter, but hey, that's got to feel like him feel good getting credit with the stop.
No doubt. As Baylor, to score here, can bring it within 100.
Good.
I'm sorry, I couldn't.
Oh, Lord.
We believe in you, Baylor. You can do it. Back to pass is Walker. That's the flats and is caught. And for a first down, it's Austin Wilson for 14 yards.
Hey, what? The receivers are having a very, very big day for Baylor. Walker, the seconds, doing the best he can out there. So they are doing their best. Tank Falco with the big swat down, make it 2nd and 10.
No doubt, as XBABC says in the chat, Smoke River said, screw it, Whit there somewhere, and he just threw it up. And do you blame him for having the kind of night he has been having?
I can't blame him at all. Listen, if your receivers are getting that wide open and you're just seeing that much open space, I don't blame Smoke at all for throwing that ball up there.
Here's the read option and the speed option. He does not pitch it. Gets 3 yards for a first down. Bryce Walker.
And that's the first time they ran the triple option in quite some time, Mears. So great effort there. I mean, smart decision. It's only 3rd and 2. And if there's one thing that triple option I think is perfect for, is you get in those short yardage situation. Folks in the chat, get your 4s out. We're into the 4th quarter here in Tulane as the Green Wave are sweeping the Baylor Bears right now, 69-17.
No doubt, as they get a first down to start the 4th time now that he's crossed the 50. We can stop counting now because it's above 3, Manny.
It is indeed above 3. Nathan Noble with a nice, he's been getting open quite a bit. He's got that touchdown earlier in the game.
No doubt, there's a pass, and what a catch there by Hunter Jackson.
Oh my, Hunter Jackson with the 2 Baylor Bears in the area, jumps up and makes the snag, and that is a first down. Baylor having a rough day on offense, but hey, when you got something good going on a drive, it's gonna make you feel good no matter how far you're down by.
No doubt, back to pass downs. Walker's gonna throw it, completed for Chris Siri for 9 yards. He's up to 29 yards today.
They had much to show for it. 1 touchdown, 2 picks. Well, Walker the second, 27 for 52. He's had quite an active day. Nice pitch. Wow.
That was a great pitch. Way to Walker to go ahead and sacrifice his body there. He gets first down.
And that's a big part of triple option. You see a lot of QBs just sacrifice their body, put it through all kinds of punishment just to get the team up ahead.
Whoa! Walker back pass, and he's going to get 6 yards. It's a Noble 2nd and 4 coming up.
Love that catch by Noble. Kamikaze Von Doom on the tackle. Love that effort there. Oh my! Oh, they got that one. They got that one-handed there, Bears.
No doubt. You gotta love the man. The rule should be, if you make a big play, you get an extra piece of drip. If you don't make plays, you're out there with just shoulder pads and a helmet on. Walker, they're blown up in the backfield. Boom!
Busta McNutt, 9 tackles, his 3rd TFL. Good heavens, Busta McNutt. He's going off too, and looks like the Bears will go for it. I mean, what do you have to lose at this point if you are Baylor?
Nothing. Completely nothing. Walker back to pass.
Oh.
Throw it, and it's... Goodness gracious.
I don't either. I mean, I think that play looked positive for Baylor. I will say that play looked positive for Baylor. I think there was some potential with it. At the same time, it's just, yo, hold on a second. What was that throw?
He did, man. And he had a good pocket to throw out of. And just, he just tried to get rid of it too quick. I guess he's thinking about busting McNutt there.
Probably he is. I mean, I don't blame him. If I threw 2 picks at someone called Busta McNutt, Mears, I would honestly be terrified to look that man's direction again. Busta McNutt, I mean, you've heard of Revis Island. Why not? I can't go with his nickname right now. I got to figure something that rhymes with M, but McNutt is like a Darrell Reeves kind of guy. You don't want to throw in his direction.
Yeah, no way. As Tanner Baxter gets the first down there, and Tulane just continues to go on downfield.
Loving that offense. It's still working. It's still going great.
As we move back to Pats now. And throw it downfield. He has a man, and they kind of call that inbounds, Manny. Chris Menino.
Oh my. Menino has been something else. Once they got the left foot inbounds, Did the right foot come down first? Will the booth take a look at that? I mean, that wouldn't count in the professional leagues, but that will count. No review. What a catch.
Keep calling that from Chris.
42, we just got 7. That make it 35 yards now. He needs to break the passing yard record. Smoke Rivers up to 625.
And Fozzie is in chat. That is his player, so you know he's going to be watching that pass total really closely. As it's going to be there. That's not a positive for Fozzie. Fozzie sit back down. Baylor's comeback engine engaged. Baylor's still in it, right? I'm sorry.
They're somewhat still into it, as you might think. I mean, good. That was just not the best play. There's double coverage there. Could have been batted down and right in double coverage, and a Bear's going to take advantage of that somehow.
There's a drop there, but it feels like Smoke Rivers now has just gotten so confident. We're just like, I'm just going to throw it where there's a guy in that area. You know?
I mean, he's close to breaking that passing record. He's 35 yards away. I don't blame him.
Yeah, no doubt. Because there's a catch there, going to be for sure the first down.
What's that, Canes?
Watch two.
You good. Of course, Canes, a wonderful producer and statistician, helping us out with the game. 3rd and 1 for Baylor.
I heard him flipping through a notebook. Canes, can we get Canes an iPad?
Or Google Sheets.
I bet he has a flop. I bet he has it all on a floppy disk. You know.
Oh my God! I didn't know people still use floppy disks.
Haynes does. I just batted down. 2nd and 10 coming up for the Baylor Bears, man.
Hey, great. Hey, there you go. Hey, they say psychologically, if you write something down on paper, you're gonna remember it easier. You're not gonna understand that.
No doubt. Throws it out. Going to get the first down. No. A gang of Green Wave defenders there. 3rd and 3 coming up.
Nice pass there. I mean, I know Bryce Walker the second is having some flashbacks of McNutt Moore back there guarding the secondary, but he's still throwing. Might as well, I guess.
Here's the option. You get the first down. Does not pitch it. Hangs on to it. Gets 5 yards. Bryce Walker. 1st and 10. Baylor Bears.
34? All right, thank you, Kane. So keep that in mind, ladies and gentlemen, the ECFL, that Smoke Rivers is 44 yards away from making the passing yardage record.
So if you're Baylor, Manny, and you know that he's 44 yards away, do you just try to keep the ball away from him? Because you know you're going to lose. Do you just try to be petty and keep the ball away?
You know, if I'm the Baylor coach's mindset, I would totally be petty at this point because you're already blowing us out. You put 69 on us. That to me is like the quintessential embarrassment, you know. And you know now they want to break a passing record. I say you be petty and you slow down that attempt.
Yeah, no doubt. As there's a pass, it is completed. What a pass! Where's that been all night?
I mean, that was perhaps the best pass we've seen from Bryce Walker II all night, right down Broadway. That was good. Bam Butler will get the tackle, but yeah, that was one of the better pass routes we've seen. We've seen one of the better catches we've seen, and it is going to be a 1st and 10 at the 19-yard line.
Dallas Walker's going to hang on to the patch. He's not going to pitch it. He's going to keep it, and he's going to pay for it. He should have pitched that, man.
Going to pitch that. I mean, my experience running triple option offenses, right there is the perfect time to get a pitch and get in the end zone, or maybe even that first down, make it 1st and goal.
2nd and 2 coming up for the Baylor Bears. He's going to pitch it this time. He's got some room to run. 1st and goal, Baylor Bears. Let's go.
Not a bad pitch there at all. For Baylor, it's 1st and goal. They're in the pistol formation here. Interesting look.
That's read option is going to pay off. Breaks 1 tackle, can't break the 2nd. Great wrap-up tackle there. 2nd and goal coming up for Baylor Bears.
Yeah, great wrap-up tackle. Guys, that read option, you know, the block there looked great. That they put there for the option. You could see why it's an effective system. Second and goal.
Got man in motion now. He's going to hand it. I know. The read option, throw it up.
Hank Falco's been just racking up tackles. Good Lord, he's been racking up tackles that make it third and goal. Baylor is 7 for 19.
Isn't that bad, man?
Could be worse.
Walker now. It could be way worse. Yes. You're gonna start making some mistakes now. As man, just can't get anything going.
Angelo Roman, love the stiff arm, but he just got wrapped up. They were ready to go. Fourth and goal. They're trying to get a touchdown here, Mears.
No doubt. In there's break one sack, can't break the second. Sacked Bryce Walker.
Took too much time to get rid of that. He was getting somewhere, but it is the GOAT bringing him down for the sack. And, folks, there's 2 minutes and 15 seconds left. You heard Kane say it. Smoke Rivers has time to break the passing yard record. He needs 44 yards.
No doubt.
Oh, they can't? Okay, thank you. No, it's all good, man. Oh, dear.
That's not a way to get the record. But they're actually calling for a timeout.
Second and 13. And we'll see if they try to do. They try and keep in the skies to try and they break the record. Nonetheless, even if they don't, Mears, it's a great effort by Smoke Rivers.
No doubt. They have conservative on the clock now. As they go.
That is a loss of 1 yard. That makes it 3rd and 15.
Oh dear. 5 for 9 on third down is the Baylor Bears, on Tulane, and that'll be a big pass play for Tulane. Clock is a ticking. They don't have to worry about things too much. We might have lost Mears for a second. You still there, buddy? I think we might have lost Mears. 3rd and 15. Clock is a ticking. Running back to the left, to the right of Smoke Rivers. 2 receivers to the left. Baylor going to be rushing 4. Clock is a ticking. Smoke looking to throw. He'll fire to the left side. Caught. And it'll be a great play by Chuck Menino. 13-yard gain. 4th and 2. And Tulane will put it away. So no record, it looks like, for Smoke Rivers. Mears, are you back? Well, if we got Mears back yet.
Sorry about that.
Okay, there we go. Welcome back, Mears. No worries, my friend.
Man, let's talk about this real quick. 69-17. We're assuming it's going to be the final score. Minus if Baylor throws a big bomb downfield and gets a touchdown. But man, if you're Baylor and you've coached, you're very familiar with the NCAA. You're big in the NCAA community. If you're coming back from a loss in 69-17, what are you telling your guys in the locker room after the game to bounce them back, to get them back into the next week?
Best thing I would tell my guys, Mears, is, look, left it all out there on the field. We gave it our all. Didn't go our way. Forget about that. See what went wrong, and we'll look forward to next week. That's the best thing for this Baylor team is, look, see what went wrong, and move on. Try and think of next week, and try and get yourselves back in the ECFL. The year is still young. The year is not lost yet for Baylor. They can still go on and have success this season. But right now, it's those building blocks to get a program going. Just tell them, look, loss was not good. Gotta see what we did wrong and move on and look forward to week 3.
No doubt. Manny, I appreciate you calling with me, man. 69-17. Tulane went over Baylor. Close us out, buddy.
Well, thank you so much again, Mears. 69-17. Smoke Rivers, I tell you what, the passing there, just fantastic. Just fantastic.
No doubt.
And the receiving corps did their work, dude.
Me, Manny. They did, man. We're ready to call another Tulane game, but hopefully it's more competitive next time. For Manny Jones, I'm Mears. Thank y'all so much for joining us and watching the ECFL. Congratulations, Tulane. Baylor, keep your head up. Stay tuned for the next game.